this might be a tough decision right now.
My
but
team
I'm
did
not just
absolutely
Some
garbage.
NFL games that were like,
Right.
whoa.
I actually don't
Had
understand.
a lot of mixed feelings.
Welcome, Disgruntled. We have another guest here on the League of the Wings.
Is this thing working?
I think this thing's working.
I think this
that's so
thing's
slanted.
working. Hey guys, welcome back to Disgruntled Eagles podcast. My name is Caleb Leonza. I am 21 years old. My birthday was January 19th, and that's what you need to know about me. This is my co-host for today, Joshua Frie.
I'm not 21 yet. I turned 21 April 12th, and I'm very sad about it. I won't shut up about it. So
That was a test.
Yeah.
You just passed.
Oh, thank you.
You are officially now in my inner circle.
Oh, good.
Isn't that crazy?
Is that all you needed to get in?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all. That's the only requirement.
That's pretty low. Like low requirements to get in
I don't
here.
have to be here. I can leave.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, what are we talking about?
Today, you know what? I feel like I've taken enough time
Yeah.
and spotlight from you, so you could just.
All right, so I guess not next week, but the 2 out of the 3 next podcasts is going to be minisodes, about like 20 minutes in length, because I am doing so many podcasts, and Josh is too. He just recorded a Babellion podcast earlier today, and he recorded with League of the Wings last week, and another Babellion podcast somewhere in there. Shut the fuck up. But today we're going to be talking about the Tyler, the Creator concert, in which we went to.
We did, in fact, go there physically. It was us two, our friend Claudia, our friend Titus, and this other random person. It may or may not be in this room right now.
He's talking about my beautiful girlfriend, Janet.
Janet, no go.
Let's go.
How much am I holding it right now?
Yeah.
Am I?
45.
It's like parallel to your face. These microphones, not all microphones.
So I'm not supposed to hold it like this.
Yeah.
Hold it like this.
I know how to podcast.
See, I did not learn from news reporters.
Yeah. But what did you think of what did you think of the Tyler concert?
I thought it was great. I thought it was amazing. The only issue I have with that concert was my seats, because they were too far. They were too far from the action on stage.
Yeah.
The good thing was the venue, at least they like split it up, so like they had that middle section that was closer to us. So like when he went down there, he did like, more of his songs.
Yeah.
We could see him a little better, but also the people in front of us were recording the whole thing on their phones, where me, Titus, and Claudia were sitting. You guys didn't have to deal with that.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was funny because you and Claudia, we all got our tickets separately. Josh and Claudia got their tickets, it was like early December? Or I forget when that exactly was.
Yeah.
November sometime?
Yeah, it was like late October.
Or late October. Yeah.
Or early October.
But Titus and I were considering about going with them, but we decided not to because of the pricing. And then later on, Janet, I think Titus bought his tickets sometime around November or December. I don't know. And then Janet surprised me with the tickets to the Tyler concert for our anniversary gift. So we all ended up going. And it was kind of weird how that went kind of together, because but we didn't really plan it. But he's a very great performer. I had a lot of fun watching him perform. Kind of sucks though, because it was more of an audio issue with the Vince Staples performance, or I don't know. The opening act with Vince Staples was kind of underwhelming a little bit.
Yeah. I think it was a little hard to understand what he was saying, but I think like me and Titus have talked about that, or Titus had mentioned that like that's kind of just the way he speaks. So I mean, it was an opener, so like I'm sympathetic to like any level of underwhelmment, if that's even a word.
Yeah.
Because like I think the progression was very like, I think See, I don't know if I had to rank all the acts.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler obviously number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Callie obviously number 2. Now I don't know if I would say Tizo was better than Vince or Vince was better than Tizo.
I think Vince had better songs, but like, or at least for me personally. But I think,
Yeah.
I think, what was the first one?
Tizo touchdown.
Tizo touchdown. I think his performance puts Vince over top, or puts them over top
right.
Vince. Just because like I was really entertained by how they were
Yeah.
performing.
Yeah.
Because with like the stage and stuff, and I don't know, I was just, even though I didn't really know them at all, I don't think I knew
Right.
one song of them.
Yeah.
I was still entertained.
I agree, because I feel like, I mean, obviously every performer is different, but you for me, you gotta be giving me spectacle, because like, I like, that's why you pay so much money. It's for the experience, it's for the moment, right? So you kind of have to be giving me spectacle. Vince wasn't exactly giving me spectacle, if I'm being honest. He was kind of just like moving around the stage, and obviously he's very talented, but I was not sold on the performance. I don't think I was sold.
I agree.
unfortunately.
I agree. The one thing that did start out with me with the Tyler performance was the boat.
Ooh,
The boat.
yeah.
I don't know. I really like the boat because like him getting on, and I feel like it allowed him to interact with the audience, or at least for the middle part. With like, I don't think he was giving them high fives. I think it was Vince Staple that when he walked by, he was like giving everyone high fives and stuff.
Right.
But I don't know. I like the boat aspect because I think it was very interactive for at least the middle part. And I also liked how everyone was booing him too, because I thought that was a fun little thing that he did. Like I feel like he's very engaging in that way where, I don't know, like he interacts with the audience in a different way that I've never really seen before.
Right. And that's like, I don't know. I remember because I had seen like 2 concerts back to back, and I remember just thinking I was leaving the Tyler concert, like, you just gotta have something that a lot of people don't have to like really hold people for that long, and to just like set the energy so at such a level where like everybody's just on the same vibe. It's almost like, for that moment, for those 2 hours, he completely had us. Like, we were his.
Yeah.
That's a lot of power for one moment.
And a lot of energy on his part too, because like he kept that energy up the entire time, even up to the last song. He was like jumping up and down and like keeping the high energy.
Right.
Like you would think that was his first song that he performed.
Yeah. Oh my God. I can see why, like, I mean, I guess I have I can see more so why it'd be a lot more easier to perform under the influence of a substance or some sort of crazy drug. Like, I feel like you would be wilding on stage. Like, he would really have us.
Yeah.
Just a crazy thought I had.
Do you think?
Not so crazy.
Do you think he was on drugs?
I mean, if he was, I couldn't tell.
He's sober, like completely sober.
Really? Damn. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. And then like the forest, or not the forest, like the grass area as well was really cool. And I was like looking on the TV, and some of the shots were really cool too. Just from like them filming, because it was like some of them was like wide angle shots.
Yeah.
And like just like the background, it was all blacked out, and it was just him on stage. And like, I don't know, remember me when we were talking about like the King Richard, about how the tennis matches, how I kind of was thrown off about the tennis thing and being like blacked out around the stadium and stuff. I'm going to retract that statement because because that was dumb of me, and because like that was very realistic. I'm like looking at the Tyler concert, I'm like, damn, that they really did something there.
Right.
And I'm like, damn, that's really cool. I don't know why I was kind of bashing on that, because like during that I was kind of bashing on it.
Anybody who's coming here from the Babellion Studios, podcasts, Caleb has apologized and retracted his statement. So
Yes.
no hate mail, no hate emails. I really want to get hate mail. I really want to get Babellion hate mail. I
Like,
want to see what the first. Well, mail will be a lot in this day and age. If we would have really pissed off somebody if there's something else, a letter in the mail.
It's like
that would be
it's like a death threat.
oh my god! The day I get my first death threat,
Damn.
I'll be like, what is this?
I personally hate comments on Disgruntled and stuff. Remember we got roasted that one episode, like the homophobic.
Oh yeah, the homophobia. That was crazy.
Yeah, I did not like that.
Yeah. What's your like? How did they like? What do you feel when you see a hate comment?
I usually brush it off, but when it comes like homophobic like that, like when it's targeting other people, that's not me within the video, I feel really bad because it's like I'm filming other people.
Yeah.
I know it's like all consensual and stuff, but I'm like I'm
Still.
putting them at risk and stuff. And when I film reaction videos with my family and stuff, they also sometimes got like hate comments. I'm like, what the fuck? That pisses me off more than hate comments towards myself.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like I don't know. That makes sense. Hate comments are just like I don't know why people. Why would you do that? Why would you waste your energy and your time and that's you could be doing something else.
So much more.
So much more.
Than bringing other people down.
True. If only we were more loving and accepting in this world.
We should just delete people. Wait, no, that's... Yeah.
I mean,
no, I'm going to stand by that. I'm going to stay there.
Own your... Right. Be about it.
All right, do you want to pass it on?
Yeah, we can pass it on.
And then for whatever reason, it doesn't pick up well like out here. So it's literally just a front-facing girl.
Okay.
So you have to hold it very parallel. And it looks very awkward on camera, but it's not really made to hold. As you can tell, it's such a short, like, I don't know, body.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be held by a different contraption. What were we supposed to talk about?
Tyler.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you wanted us to keep talking about that or come up with a different subject.
Yeah.
Do you want to start or?
Yeah. Fuck Josh. And his opinions. I hate him. For bashing Vince Staples. Because I think when it comes to various performers, you have to understand, like, some people are just very not spectacle, and that's their whole vibe. And, like, you kind of come for what they're known to offer, not, like, coming to expecting more than what they're known for, I feel like. And Vince Staples is so not the person to ride on a boat throughout a show. Like, he did exactly what I thought he would, and he did it well. Like, that's just his personality. It would have been a lot better if the sound issues were fixed. Because, like, when Tyler was on that stage, they mixed the sound, at least, like, the stereo of it, really well throughout the stadium. But with Vince Staples' opening act, and this is why they have opening acts, to fix it before the main person comes on. With the opening act, it was only coming from one side, and that made it so much harder for, like, people on the far side to understand what he's saying. And he has such an interesting Cali accent, so that's my defense for Vince.
Well, I'm gonna go back on the attack real quick.
Okay, go for it.
Sorry. So, from, like, a technical aspect, like, I would never ever say this in any other show, but for here, I thought it was too much haze for him. Because if you're going to give me that much haze, I'm going to expect, like, pyro or something big to go with it.
Right.
So I think he should have went with a little bit of less of that, because I was waiting for some cool-ass, like, bigger effects to come with. And it just never came.
That's true.
So that's why I was like, oh, my gosh, like, when is it going to happen? Like, what's he going to do that's so amazing that all of this haze is just being pumped in one area, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. He did a lot of cool lighting stuff.
Oh, yeah. I loved how the floor,
The
like,
staging,
actually lit up.
yeah.
That was cool.
That was cool. That was a good use of the center stage, definitely.
Oh, definitely.
And, like, the panorama aspect of it. But, yeah, I don't know. I feel like even at his own shows, like, he's not going to have as an elaborate of a set as, like, Tyler would. Like, it's going to be very just like there he is on a stage rapping at you, and people come for his songs, not for the, I don't know, the extras, I guess, because that's just who he is as a performer. And I like, you just kind of gotta set your expectations differently for every performer. Like Tyler, the Creator, is the modern day Freddie Mercury as far as like natural gift of performing and being engaged with the audience, something that a lot of artists struggle to find. And Vince Staples just knows, like, I'm not one of that. I'm not going to try to. So, yeah.
Well, even, what was her name? Callie? Was that?
Yeah, Callie.
Yeah, she didn't have, like, a big set. Like, hers was small, too, but everybody was, like, so drawn to her. I think because of her costume. And
yeah, like...
the people in our section were so simping. It was, like, so
No,
hardcore.
I feel like I can't imagine there's a section of the stadium that was not simping. Like, that whole... It was well choreographed as well. I think that's something that has become a staple of her performances from what I've seen. That was my first time seeing it live, but I'm a big Callie fan just musically. But when
you're not a simp, is that what you're saying?
No, like I can be, but like when I found her, I didn't even know like anything about her. It was before she even like was a public figure. Like if you try to search Kelly Ukis back when I was listening to her, you would not find a picture of her. Like that was back when Tyler, the Creator, was like producing her first album, and that's why they know each other. I'm a fan of her music to a degree where I just get like so sentimental thinking like, look how far she's come, and I get very defensive over her when it comes to like recognition. Yeah, I was a big fan of the lineup in general because Tizo Touchdown was so good at getting people warmed up with the mosh pits and all that stuff.
Oh my gosh, yeah, they were so interactive with the audience that it just really got you into it, even though I had no clue who they were, but I was into it.
I think it was good sequencing because Tizo was very engaging, and then Vince Staples, like, he chatted with the crowd a little bit, but he was more like relaxed. And then so was Callie, and then Tyler was able to be more interactive again. So it was like it was a good sequence of like their styles, I guess.
I thought it was interesting because, like, to me, each of the openers like lacked a certain technical aspect, I would say.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the opening of Tizo, they had a great set in my opinion, since they were going for that kind of TV show vibe. I really got that off of it with the lighting and stuff. And then I would say the sound system was bad for Staples, right? Yeah, because that was kind of echoing and ooh. And then for Callie, I would say honestly, she's like a one-woman show, and I wish we would have made the stage a little closer. It just felt so big, and then her performers would be like in a corner while she was like upstage, and it was like awkward. But then when Tyler came, he had like all of it, and I was like blown out of the water.
Yeah.
It was weird, but I wish that would have been more balanced overall.
I think that's just like Tyler's whole package. Like he can do it all, whereas like the others, they have their own specific bag and kind of hope that people don't like expect too much from the other areas, whereas like Tyler, he really wants to do it all. He like prides himself on that. He loves the details of everything. Like I'm sure it's one of those concerts where if you went again, you would notice something different every time. Like you'd really know like the differences in performances, or just like something new would come up, like, oh, I didn't realize that shadow was in the window of this song or whatever. I feel like that's the great part about Tyler, the Creator, and he's mentioned this, like, I want people to get so invested the first time that when they come back the next time they see something new, they see it from a different angle, rather than always having the same kind of like the same thing over and over again, Yeah.
Well, did you hear that he had to cancel 2 of his shows earlier? Yeah, the one was
Pittsburgh.
Local hands, like there wasn't enough local help to set it up, and then the other one was it couldn't support it. Like the stadium couldn't support. I don't know if it was the weight of the rigging, because there was a shit ton of rigging. It was pretty impressive for me. We were like up there to see it. We were at the angle in the nosebleed seats that we just saw the rigging versus all the other stuff.
That's really funny. Oh yeah, that's gotta be so crazy to see like what's happening behind the scenes.
I feel like it's so embarrassing, because that's something like the designers like really have to plan out ahead of time of like, can this stadium support the rig? Can we get it done in time to set it up?
I wonder how much you can like ship to them ahead of time and like kind of mass produce for each stadium, because obviously you can't do that for everything. Like you can't do that for that specific car that he really wanted to show off. I thought that was so funny the way he was like, you know what car this is?
Yeah, really.
You know,
This is my
hilarious.
special car, everybody. If
Yeah.
you're not a real fan, you don't know because it's in my song. And then he played it.
Yeah, I love the way he hypes up each song. I mean, I feel like a lot of performers do this, but like kind of precedes each song with a little anecdote.
Well, it lets you know
I've seen
about
a
the
lot.
song more.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of performances where he does that, even like more so. He wanted to fit more songs into this concert, but I've seen other performances from him, at least over video, where he dives into anecdotes about each song. And so he does a really good job at that. And because I've watched so much of that, every time he goes into an anecdote, I'm like, oh, it's going to be Lumberjack. It's going to be Lumberjack. And I get so excited. So for the person who's coming to see it again, like you get excited when you hear that stuff. And that's the important thing, to really be able to sell it more so than just the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that makes sense. You want keep people coming back for more. I really like the pyro in the end. Oh my goodness, the shower curtain of little sparks. Ooh, it was such a powerful moment and a great way to end it.
Yeah, which song was that? Did you do that with?
I have no clue. I kind of geeked out and I was like, oh my god, fire! Ooh! And I was like, oh, the song still's going. Whoops.
Because I know for like New Magic Wand, it was like a similar lighting setup they did with the Grammy performance. Because, like, I don't know if you've seen his Grammy performance, but you would love to see that design. Because, like, people don't come to the Grammys with, like, a cool setup.
Well, no, because
they just, like, have the stage and they perform. But
they just get one song per thing.
He managed to put two in. It was, like, an abbreviated Earthquake with Boyz II Men doing the, like, acapella of it.
Oh, nice.
And then he did New Magic Wand, which no one expected because that is not, like... nowhere near one of his biggest hits, but he loves it so much that he's like, I'm gonna perform this.
That's what I really like about him, because he would say like, yo, do you mind if I do my old stuff, because I'm like in my bag and I want to do it. And I'm like, that's the whole point of these concerts. Like, I want to hear what they want to play to us, not necessarily what we want to, because they're the ones who created it, and you see how emotional they get over that versus their biggest hits.
Exactly. Like, I think it was John Mayer who said that he hates most of his big hits.
Yeah.
Because I mean, for multiple reasons, everyone's like, is it overplayed? And he's like, no, I just get tired physically of having to sing that over and over.
Yeah, it's
like,
true.
It's so monotonous. And the thing about Tyler is I don't think he'll ever get to a point where he gets tired of singing his own songs. I feel like he genuinely loves them that much. And also he knows, like, he's going to sing the ones he likes to sing the most. Because there's some hits that I felt like were left out. But I wasn't too, like, sad about it. I was just like, he wanted to perform the ones he wanted to perform. Yeah. Especially on his birthday. That's the cool thing about our specific concert was it was on his birthday.
I had no clue when I got the tickets. Did you?
No, not when I got them, but like a week leading up to it, I was like, oh wait, oh shit, you know. So
nice. We were thinking ahead. There was something about this date in Philly. We just knew it was his birthday internally.
I remember seeing a tweet of him like geeking out about his first Philly show. It was like 2012, 2011.
He was talking about it too.
Yeah, it's like, I've always wanted to come to Philly. I can't wait to go to Philly and do a show. And yeah, that's what he said. Like, every time I come, Philly's always, they bring the noise. And so, and we booed at him.
Yeah, we brought
classic
the noise.
Philly
and
Wells Fargo Center booing at the act.
It's very
perfect.
True. But he loved it versus like the other teams not loving it.
Yeah, true.
There was that difference.
Shout outs to when Ben Simmons comes and sits on the bench because he's bitching out of that one game. Everyone's going to be booing at him as soon as he comes out the tunnel. Like, they're not going to announce his name either, but they'll be waiting. They'll be waiting to boo him as soon as he tries to inch his way out. They'll know. So that'll be interesting to see on TV.
You know, it'd be kind of funny if Philly fans started to bring like tissues, so that way they could hand it to the people they're booing. Like, how salty would that be?
Oh my god, that'd be funny.
I think it'd be really funny, and it's soft, so it's not like they're gonna hurt them.
Yeah, true.
You get the soft packs and you just throw it down. Yeah. The ones in plastic that are like.
What's our time at? I don't know how long you want us to do this.
You can wrap it up. You can end.
Bye.
Peace out, homies.
Thanks for watching.
Well, not thanks for watching.
Thanks for listening. Thanks.
Oh, ow, that's loud. This echoes so much in here.
Happy birthday.
Birthday. Oh my gosh. When people tried to do that and he was like, no,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
sing happy birthday.
No, they were
to
trying
me.
to get it going all concert, and he would just keep talking over them, and he
Yeah.
knew he had to address it at some point. Yeah.
hell is going on?
on the new
Yeah, we're talking.
Do another podcast? Yeah.
Mhm.
This one's a short one.
You're a short one.
Short King.
Can we go handheld for this podcast?
Yes.
This is real, raw, unfiltered, behind the scenes. Caleb Leonza is currently setting up for his own podcast. Watch the Capricorn interact with the Scorpio
In their wild natural
and their wild natural habitat, featuring an Aries.
Yes.
Guess what? 2 Aries. There's also one behind the camera. Aries gang. It's almost our season, Jan.
What? Titus
2
and
weeks.
Janet, do you want to chime in? Because this podcast is
Chime in.
like Tyler the Creator concert. You guys are both there.
Get to the club.
You guys-
taxi cab. Like, who's that chick
No,
that's
yeah.
rocking
Yo, it'd be
kicks?
funny if we
She
just, like,
gotta be
switched
from
out.
Madison. So
Like,
hard
every
when my
10
girl's
minutes.
not
Yeah,
around
it's
me.
just a different
It's definitely
yeah.
not a Nashville party. Cause all I
What
see
if
are stilettos. I guess I never got the-
20-minute episodes.
I guess I never got the memo. My tummy's turning and I'm feeling kinda homesick. Too much pressure and I'm nervous. That's when the taxi man turned on the radio and the Britney song was on. And the Britney song was on. And the Britney song was on.
And we're just gonna hold the mics because I don't feel like setting up the.
Yeah, it's fine.
Josh, I have pants that look like that. We should wear them together sometime.
Ooh. We should.
Yes.
Twin.
Twin City.
These
I
are my
call them my Kim
pants.
Possible.
These are my Kim
love-
Possible pants.
I love the sweatshirt too, Josh, just so you know.
I say whoever threw that paper, your mom's a hoe.
He's not on TikTok. He won't get it.
Oh, okay.
Your mom's a hoe. I like it like that. Saying that.
It makes more sense when you say it.
Maybe should I cut out the beginning part? Like.
I say whoever threw that
No,
paper.
I think, you need the beginning or else people won't understand if you just say your mom's a hoe.
Yeah.
Like, they won't get the reference.
Yeah.
It's not my bag, dude. I'm not your audience. I don't be on TikTok.
But maybe he wants to reach
Hold
out to those not
on.
on TikTok. He wants this sound to get to those like you, Titus, to
Yeah.
join TikTok.
Yeah, Titus.
You are. You're so.
Here are my
in fame
top
right now.
5 thoughts on TikTok. Number 1. Watch Mojo.
Watch Mojo. Her.
You wanna see something in my pants?
Yeah.
Hey, cutie, what's this? Hey, there's so many cute little knickknacks in here. Some hair clips, and these nail polishes are so cute. I have to try them on right now. Okay, so cutie, so what do you...
Okay, cutie. Hey, cutie.